Hey guys, this week on my blog we're going to interview Korrie Lynn, and she's just going to tell us a little bit about stress after college life. So if you could tell us just a little bit about yourself first.
My name is Korrie Lynn James. I currently work at Troy University where I'm a double Troy grad. I got my first degree, my bachelor's degree in elementary education, and then went and taught 3 years in a public school system, and also got my master's degree, and now I'm back at Troy working where I live.
Okay, so what would you say the number one difference or the difference is versus stress in college life and then now stress in your quote-unquote big girl world?
Well, a little background to my college experience here at Troy. I was very active both in my sorority and in the College of Education where both of my degrees came from. So I kind of had to learn how to manage that stress early on, which has helped me in the long run. I will say it's much different now as it's salary based and I have to meet a certain quota. So there are some challenges that have kind of been thrown into the mix that weren't necessarily there while we were in college. So yeah.
So what would you say your number one stressor is as an adult?
I think the biggest stress that young adults face is learning how to balance both work life and home life. I think that it's hard for us to figure out the two and how to manage those and balance those accurately. So I think that younger adults leaving the classroom in a college setting and going into the real world, we definitely have a problem with that in today's society. But I think we do have some ways of going about doing that I've learned.
Okay, so the last question to kind of finish it up is, what would you give advice to college students who are seniors and they're about to enter the big girl world and they don't really know how to handle the stress or how it's going to be different? What would be like one piece of advice that you would give to them?
Well, I think as a senior, you kind of have a grasp on how life works, how work is going to work. You kind of have a view of what it may look like eventually. I think if you can go ahead and put any practices in place with going ahead and trying to balance even your school life to your home life or social life while you're in college, that's going to be a big thing. I know that's something that I try and stress about but make it work. At 5 o'clock, I try and turn my phone off. I don't check my emails because I think it's important to worry about myself and my well-being and equally balance those two. So if you can go ahead and incorporate that while you're a senior, preparing for the big girl world, I think you would have a better outcome with your stress life after college.
All right, great. Well, thank you for coming on and telling us a little bit about what adult life stress is like, and we will see you next week.